They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
On the ready, 56. Mike's 56. Rip left, rip left.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That'll be complete to Cook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check, check, check.
Third down, here's Haskins. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Chargers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you.
They run right side with Hunt. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
It's a pickup of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Man, move it. You got to get that. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey,
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Isabella. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Packers.
come on, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing wrong football. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here I come. Back.
Jackson now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Andy Isabella, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
2nd down, Haskins. And this is Cook with a grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 38
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Think you gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this?
Try.
You think you gonna get this?
Now Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Again on second and 10, it's Haskins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Here we go. 6. Hey, hold on.
Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Now Haskins, third and long. That one is caught by Hunt. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18.
Check 50, check 50. Check.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Screen, watch the screen. 58, boys, 58.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack on first down, Jackson. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Jackson throwing on third and long. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Wide. Get wide. Watch twist.
Now Jackson throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
51, come on.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Come on now. Hey, shoot. Much 56.
Now it's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Check.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Ready. 56 is the mic. Come on. You better bring it.
On first down, it's Haskins. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 56.
Now Haskins gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Haskins will throw. Dancing to his left. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Chris Hogan, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, a full half to be played. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some...
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Ready. Spike 56. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 37. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a pass complete to Hogan. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 56.
Mike's 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 56 to make up.
To throw on third down. Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Hey, Mike 51.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here's another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sheldon Richardson. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 22-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 56. You got nothing in there.
From the 22, Haskins. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. 9 years.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. From the 39, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson now. He may try and run for this. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Clavon LeBlanc with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now it's Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he completes it to Hunt. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Buying time to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Trump. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. After the interception, here's Jackson. Boy, stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. So don't say nothing.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
On the ready. Come on, boys. 56. Check, 56. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
One final shot for Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.